Well, nice to meet you too. Good morning, nice to meet you. Well,
The important part.
keep an open mind about it. Like I said, Swiss food, Chinese food, what is it? Define it. There's no definition, you can't. It's so big, it's so complex, it's so vast, and it takes you such a long time to discover all the different flavors. My mother is from Italy. You know, the Italians love food. When you get a bit older, you appreciate, you know, you see the family and everything. And then you should go to an Italian wedding. It's unbelievable. It takes like the whole day. And you eat one thing after the other, and antipasti, and then you have the pasta, and you really eat a lot because it's so good. What's the definition of comfort food? I think it's first of all what you know, what you grew up with, and it's something which perhaps comes from your home, where your mother was involved in it in some ways or not. So that's what it is. Going back to basics in that sense. Food is a common language. I think for me, Chesa, okay, I'm a bit biased, is perhaps the temple for comfort food. Lamb is very, very popular here. It's perhaps also show people that it's not that complicated to do. It's just people are sometimes scared of it because it does start with a good ingredient. Don't make compromises sometimes.
Right.
I think salmon is very popular and it's very tasty if it's done properly, and I think this way I can a little bit showcase that you can do much more with salmon than just putting it in the oven or boiling it or whatever. It's a new style of doing something old, put it in this way. People ask sometimes what you recommend. I look at it from what do I like with it, more than the scientific approach and everything else. And if I recommend the wine, you can be sure that it's really match. It goes well. I would love that combination myself.
Let me know.
These days, to be honest, who can afford a Chateau Lafite or a Latour or anything? It's just prohibitively expensive. It's just not realistic anymore. So the pressure is here to find other wines, which are also good. It's very personal. You go for brand or you go for what you like. I can tell you this, that and the other, but do you really like that? Maybe not. Maybe you said, okay, it's overrated, isn't it? I think what many people, especially in Asia, don't really, before growing up with wine and food, a house wine in Europe is always a good wine because it comes from the area where you live. So your house wine might have grown over on that hill, so it always works. And sometimes you buy a couple of bottles in a restaurant where you had a fantastic meal, you bring them to Hong Kong, and 6 months later you open it and it's like, Jesus Christ, what is this? Because it's just not the same environment anymore. It's different. The food, the air, the weather, everything is different. So some things don't travel well, some things do travel well. The wine works.
After drinking, wait a while. The salmon is coming out.
Just the acidity of the wine brings it just nicely out. Isn't this lovely?
Really
buttery.
tender. It's so buttery.
I love the burgundy. It's nice. For me, it's almost a little bit an underrated wine. It's very pleasant.
The fruit, they have some stain of fruit, the fruitiness, acidity, got a little bit of oakiness.
It does. Got a bit of acidity in it, which is nice.
Point is, it goes
with the food.
Goes with the lamb.
Good choice. Yeah. That was for me an eye-opener coming to Hong Kong, how much knowledge people have. Going to the market every single day, buying the food. And in the end of the day, for us in Chase, I think 80% of our guests are local Chinese guests.
Really?
Yeah. We couldn't exist with the Swiss because they're not enough. These are the things you say, okay, people love it, why not? You can't be too, we don't do this in Sweden. What's the point? People love it, give it, it's easy. But the sharing thing is very much part of this whole thing. I have a big nice platter of meat in the middle and everybody digs in. And you have a table of happy people. Ching ching is good now.
Ching ching.
Ching ching.